you be ready.
Okay. I'm just seeing it here. It starts.
What?
I basically bought a car yesterday.
Nice.
I just need to go sign my loan.
Nice. Welcome back to the Sci Squad podcast.
What up? We are recording from in front of a live studio audience. John, that's your cue to clap. Yeah, sir.
Well, we might as well get right into it. Lots of sports are going on.
I know. This is such a good week. Sports this week is so filled and just.
It's amazing. We'll start out slow and work our way to the best, like we do every week. The NHL Draft was tonight.
Oh, really?
Enfreniere was the number 1 overall pick.
Which was expected.
That's how you say that name? That's interesting.
How do you say it?
What kind of horse is he?
He's a Canadian horse, I think.
Ooh.
He is a Canadian horse.
How do you pronounce the horse's last name?
I just kind of butchered it off of memory there.
Lafreniere.
Lafreniere.
But
we're not French, by the way.
Lafreniere.
Oh, oui, oui.
De Trois Lions.
De Trois Lions.
Yeah.
Lions.
But the number 2 pick, Byfield, Quentin Byfield, is the highest ever African American picked in the NHL Draft.
Oh,
and
awesome.
He's going to give Subban a run for his money for greatest African American hockey player.
True. What team did he get drafted by?
The Kings.
The King. Ooh, LA.
Who had the first pick?
The Rangers.
A lot of people are saying the lottery was fixed. Fun fact.
Where did my Golden Knights pick at?
Your Golden Knights didn't pick very greatly.
Well, I assume they didn't pick very early.
No, they
that's what I meant.
Wild had the 9th overall picked and drafted Marco Rossi.
Who had the 9th pick?
The Wild did. Not that's going to matter because when the Kraken get
with everything that's happened the past couple of days, I think it's absolutely insane that Max Domi got shipped off and Devin Dubnyk.
The Wild are just doing a complete makeover. They are cleaning house.
Okay.
And I think there's going to be more players that we trade in the next couple of weeks, I think.
The Vikings should take a book from the Wild's page.
They really should.
I think that it's going to be very interesting. I think that New York is going to make it to the finals this next year. The Rangers.
Without Lundqvist?
Don't need him.
I mean, I don't know.
Their backup was playing better. They were barely playing Lundqvist.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll have to look at the Rangers.
I kind of want Lundqvist to go to the Blackhawks a little bit.
That's
he hasn't
his real
retired.
motive right there.
He hasn't retired yet. He's still a free agent. He's trying to get a job.
At this point, Lundqvist is just going to go to a Stanley Cup contender.
Well, see, here's my thought process, right? Lundqvist cannot play at Stanley Cup level right now. Yeah. But what he can do is he can hype somebody up. The Blackhawks traded end of last year Robin Leonard to the Golden Knights. Don't know why, because Robin Leonard looked amazing with the Golden Knights.
Yeah,
and
they just extended him too. He's the number 1 goalie for a while.
Yeah, I know. Luckily, we had playoff Crawford for a little bit, but it wasn't enough to keep us going. Granted, we were without Brent Seabrook and a couple other key people.
Yeah, who's in need of a goalie right now? Like a team that could win the Stanley Cup, they just need a goalie.
I am.
I don't think that's a team, because I think every team that made it to the playoffs last year
their guy.
has had somebody, except for probably the Blackhawks,
right? Or the Wild, or whatever.
Well, they didn't make it into the playoffs.
I mean, I guess technically not, but
neither did the Rangers.
True.
But the Rangers backup, I forget his name, but he was playing very, very, very well.
Paul sounds like a good name. They are only on pick 24 though.
Oh, so
it is live.
So the Golden Knights haven't even picked
Golden
yet.
Knights are pick number 29.
Oh.
Their biggest area of need, according to Peters, is goaltending.
Really?
So
that doesn't make sense, because they still have Marc-Andre Fleury and Robin Leonard.
Hey,
unless they feel like they. Well, I mean, don't forget some of those guys aren't gonna play right away. So it's if you draft a guy to kind of
fill Marc-Andre Fleury's shoes once he retires in the next couple of years.
How long was the Robin Leonard extension for?
A few years.
Yeah, so it's like maybe get a young guy to fill in that role once Leonard's out, and Marc-Andre Fleury I would bet he'd be retired by that point.
Yeah.
I would think.
Marc-Andre Fleury's old.
He's old.
But hockey players play to weird numbers.
They do.
Like Teemu Solani, I mean, he's...
Or even like Jaromir Jagr. God, he played forever. He's still playing over in like Russia.
Yeah. He just isn't in the NHL anymore.
He's in his like 50s.
But
he's playing professional hockey in Russia.
Teemu Solani retired at 43.
Yeah.
Jagr retired at 45. I'm pretty sure because the league made him.
But they made him. They're like, Jaromir, please.
Stop. We can't have you play for every single franchise.
Right, like Jaromir, we get it. You are an all-timer. You're in the Hall of Fame already.
We get it. You're number 3 in points.
Yes. Leave. Go see your family. Go see, stop.
A fun little thing here on this that I just noticed. The only 2 players that have been drafted that are projected to play in the NHL next year are pick number 1 and pick number 2.
That's how it always goes.
I was going to say, that's usually how it goes.
Last year's pick number 3 did play. That was Blackhawks. I think that was Kirby Dach.
Who was the rookie there? Was it Cal McCarr this year? Who won Rookie of the Year?
Oh.
Cal McCarr?
I think so, yeah.
I think he did.
I know that Kubalik was in the running.
Yeah.
Kubalik.
In other NHL news, they also announced tonight during the draft that their target date to start their next season is January 1st.
That'd be awesome.
Starting 2021 off.
I'd like to see it.
That's pretty soon.
Horses.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Are they going to play a shortened season, though?
Yeah, I would assume they would play like a 60-game schedule, and then I assume they would do like a shortened season, and like the Stanley Cup Finals this year would end like roughly like how it normally does, so then they can get back on their normal starting
still
in like
be a little
October.
bit late, but yeah.
Well, right, like even if they start in if they end in like end of June or beginning of July, that still gives them enough time where they can like start in October and kind of get back on that track.
Yeah.
Does mean that they are starting before the NBA is restarting.
True.
Jesus
So
Christ, you
they
guys.
might get a couple views.
Yeah.
Maybe. Speaking of views,
So you all picked the Broncos.
Yeah.
go Broncos. In the WNBA, they played tonight, and they actually yeah, they were playing great. Seattle Storm are the 2020 Wubble champions. Killed all 3 games. Wasn't even like a contest. They're like the Golden State Warriors of the WNBA.
Well, isn't...
Tied, the WNBA now they have 4 titles. Tied for most with Minnesota.
Yeah. Isn't this only their 2nd year in a row, though?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. They are the dynasty team. Sue Bird. They
Stewart.
have... Yeah, Breanna Stewart. Breanna Stewart's looking fantastic. Averaged almost 30 points a game, which...
It's pretty good because it wasn't his last final game. It was like 9-something to like 59 or something.
Yeah, it was...
See, it was just really tough because, I mean, the Aces had, the league MVP in Asia, is it Williamson?
Yeah.
Asia Wilson.
Wilson, sorry. W names are hard. And it seemed like, going into it, this was going to be a lot better series than it was with the sweep, but...
Fun fact, Sue Bird is only the 3rd basketball player ever to win a title in 3 different decades. She actually has won a title in 4 different decades.
That is amazing.
That's almost as great as... actually, that's even more great than Vince Carter playing in 4 decades.
Right, and Sue Bird at least won titles.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun to see that the WNBA crowned their champion.
I'm really hyped for the WNBA next year. I gotta follow my girl Vandersloot.
I think in the next couple of years, especially with people like Paige Buchers and stuff.
God, I can't wait for Paige Buchers. I can't.
I think the WNBA is gonna become watchable. Not that it's not watchable now, of course, but it's gonna become like an actual sport that people want to watch.
Like, there's gonna be, I think for the first time in the WNBA's history, there's gonna be like, because like now we're like in the era of social media,
Yep.
We're seeing players like Sabrina Ionescu, who's going to be the star in this league. Had she not been hurt, the Liberty could have because she was
Right.
just getting good. Like she had a 30-point game.
Yeah,
and then she got
triple-double.
hurt. Yeah,
Yep.
and then she got hurt. She's going to be good. Then you also have the likes of like Asia Wilson, who's going to take over. And then I think when Paige Buchers comes into the league, I'm hoping that she goes to Minnesota. That'd be awesome. That would be enough for me to get interested in the WNBA because I think Paige Buchers is freaking awesome.
She does. She
So
does
who,
play awesome.
Who had the worst record in the WNBA this year? That's the question.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Close.
They probably had a worse record than the worst in the WNBA with a shortened season.
There was the Liberty, but
Oh,
that's
really?
because they only played 22 games.
Right, but
Liberty
but
went
with
2-20. Both of those wins came with Sabrina Ionescu.
Yeah, no, and now with the New York Liberty, and they're going to get the first overall pick again.
Oh,
I mean,
my God.
I don't know who the first overall, who's the project, if we look at WNBA mock drafts, who would be the first pick right now?
Serena Williams.
Yes.
They don't allow her to play with tennis rackets on the basketball court, so she said she's not doing it anymore.
Michael Jordan in a wig.
I mean,
Yo! We respect women on this podcast.
yes, we do.
Women's sports are real.
I didn't say that.
No, I know. Just
I mean,
Rihanna Davis from Tennessee,
Rihanna Davis.
and then
Okay.
Dana Evans,
Where does Dana Evans go to school?
Louisville.
where's Paige at?
She is starting
Couple years.
next year. Well, it sucks because the WNBA has to have all their players play the full 4 years of college, which is stupid.
That is very stupid.
So we're not going to see Paige Buchers because she'll be this women's college basketball season. She'll be a freshman at UConn, and then we have to wait 4 years. God, that's annoying. I hope she's just like, no,
Oh, and
I'm coming out as a freshman.
And UConn is just gonna, win women's March Madness championships left and right.
Pretty much.
So that's all they do.
UConn is Gino Ariema is probably the best basketball is probably one of the most accomplished and maybe even the best coach in basketball. Just in terms of just accomplishment in any level. He's
Hey,
insanely good.
the Clippers need a new coach.
They do.
Oh, I'll do it.
they're looking at Ty Lue actually
Oh
for
god.
some reason.
Ty Lue wins one title because of LeBron. Now everyone wants him as a coach.
I heard Bill O'Brien needs to do that.
He does need a new job. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Ugh. Oh, Bill.
I saw something on Twitter the other day that I don't know if it was real or not, if it was a joke, that somebody had mentioned that one of the people the Texans might be looking at is if Adam Gase gets fired.
Yeah, that was a joke by Tom Telesco,
Stop!
and then they took that as news,
No,
My Sports
Bill,
Update or whatever. It's
Bill
like they took it. I don't know.
At that point, I would keep Bill O'Brien. 'Cause I think Bill O'Brien's a way better coach than Adam Gase.
I think
the
Bill
reason-
O'Brien's gonna become the coach of the Jets.
Give
I
guys
see
Okay,
it.
okay. Actually, I will say this about Bill O'Brien. I'm not going to sit there and say that he's the worst coach in the history of mankind because he has won, and I'm sure we'll get to football today, but he has won division championships. There's something there. It's just he didn't really handle the last couple of years very well.
Well, part of that's he had multiple
Well, yeah, they made him the
hats
GM
on
too.
that team.
No,
He's
and
the
that's
GM,
just
he's
it.
the team,
I would not make him the GM at all. Head coach, you are the head coach. We're giving you this roster. Work with what we have.
Anyway, still on the WNBA, right?
Yeah, we're finishing up there. They do expect their season to kind of go back to normal this year.
Yeah.
This next year, so that's great.
Are they going to allow for the WNBA? Oh, WNBA. I was about to ask for the NBA, but yeah, good for the WNBA.
Yeah. Well, we're
Well-
talking about we're talking about the NBA, I guess, too.
NBA
Yeah.
basketball.
What were you gonna ask?
Oh, are they going to be allowing fans for NBA this year?
No clue. That's the goal at the end, but I think you'll see it staggered like you do with the NFL right now.
Okay. Well, because I'm literally about ready next year to where if they do it staggered, I will travel wherever they're allowing fans to go see LeBron play. Because we're now at the end of LeBron's career. I have made it my life goal to see him play. Last year, I bought tickets for Timberwolves Lakers. LeBron, for the first time in his career, had an injury, had a groin injury, didn't play.
Ooh.
This year, I bought Lakers Timberwolves. We were going to sit 5 rows up from courtside. I spent money on those tickets. COVID.
Wow. You got a
Nothing.
refund though, right?
Yes, I did.
That's good.
But by the way, I will shout that if we ever do get a sponsorship, SeatGeek is the way to go.
They are the way to go.
They also sponsor a lot of people.
They do. So, but I will give a shout out to SeatGeek because SeatGeek was so awesome about giving me. It was actually really funny, off topic, but like when I called them, I was like all bummed out. And I was like, "Hey, I don't really know what the process is. I just need a refund." She was just like, "Stop. Did you buy basketball tickets?" I was like, "Yes." And she was like, "Okay, we'll get you set up here."
Speaking of current NBA, though,
Yeah.
we are in the middle of a Lakers Heat Finals, Game 3 right now.
Yeah, Gordon Dragic.
Game 4.
Gordon Dragic's out for probably the rest of the series.
Probably, but Bam's back tonight.
Bam's back tonight, which is very exciting because without Bam, even though they got the win without Bam, they are a much better team with Bam.
Oh, without question.
And so
He's the only guy that can really match up with AD decent enough.
yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
It's fun series, I'd say.
I think neither of these teams can fully shut down each other anywhere.
I agree. It's just a matter of
who can slow down each other more.
Yes.
And
or like prime example, or like another thing that helped the Heat in Game 3 was AD was in foul trouble.
Yep.
If you get AD in foul trouble, you've got him set. You've got him made.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how good LeBron is, if AD's not effective, that Lakers team will not hum at all.
Yeah, especially against, somebody, even with, stars on their team, actual, stars on their team being out, they can still be productive. And, Jimmy Butler really stepped up, and I
don't want to hear anything anymore about how Jimmy Butler can't do anything by himself, or how he can't be the number one guy on a team. I don't want to shout to McDonald's, J Balvin. I don't want to hear anything about how Jimmy Butler can't do this, because Jimmy Butler can clearly do it. He just finally got the team around to make it work.
Yeah.
He just needed to stop playing with bitches.
Yeah, literally.
Honestly, because
Jimmy Butler was never the problem. Jimmy Butler wasn't a problem in Chicago.
No.
He played with Dwayne Wade and then a bunch of nobodies, including Robin Lopez.
And then he went to the Timberwolves.
Unnecessary
and then he went to the Timberwolves, and then he played for the second biggest pussy in the NBA, in Karl-Anthony Towns, and then he went to the Sixers and played with the first biggest pussy in the NBA, in Joel Embiid.
That's fair.
And now he's with the Heat
and Brick Simmons. Don't forget about Brick Simmons.
Yeah, Brick Simmons.
So the Lakers lead the series 2-1.
Yeah.
Winning the first two, right?
Yep.
He won the third game.
He won third without Bam. Tonight they have Bam, and they are currently leading at the half.
Is it 49-47?
Yeah, I believe so.
It
Yeah.
was close.
Oh no, they're losing at the half.
49-47.
It's a 2-point game. They've been trading back and forth.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty competitive game so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel like if there wasn't the injury bug that first game, that we would have a completely different finals.
I somewhat agree, but
granted, I think Miami has shown that they don't need all of their stars to still perform well.
The injuries for me mattered more in Game 2, because Game 1, Lakers were just dominant.
Yeah.
Lakers were just dominant that game.
Yeah.
Game 2, it mattered.
Yep.
Game 3, they finally figured it out.
Yep.
And now they're in Game 4 with Bam. I smell a collapse by the Lakers.
I hope so.
I think the Heat are winning in 7.
I hope so.
I do.
Oh, did we get Noah to change his mind about the Lakers for the 15th time?
Yep. Nope. Heat are winning in 7, because here's why. I see a LeBron James who doesn't seem fully focused to me. I don't care what he said in his interviews. He doesn't seem fully focused. He just doesn't seem like himself out there. Physically, he's fine. Not emotionally. It just feels weird to me. And Anthony Davis is all fine and dandy, but the Heat have the formula. Let's get AD in foul trouble. And now with Bam back, that's the thing right there. LeBron storming out the court with 10 seconds left. I didn't really vibe with that. I didn't really like it. You're already giving up on your teammates. All your teammates who look up to you as a leader and realize, hey, we're not in the spot without you and AD. So, it just feels weird to me. LeBron's attitude feels weird about it. In Game 1 when they were dominating, he just wasn't smiling, wasn't having fun. Excuse me. And he even said, I'm not into these antics, these fun antics. I'm like, well, really? Because these are it's kind of the same stuff you did when you were dominating teams in Miami.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Now, and I understand.
I
understand LeBron isn't at a whole different stage in his career right now. He has his rings, but doesn't LeBron know in the back of his mind, this will solidify his GOAT legacy? And even if you don't view him as the GOAT, this will solidify his legacy so much. And if they lose this series, it's going to be so incredibly hard to compare him to Jordan in terms of accomplishment. You can talk about ability, player ability. Yeah, I got to give that to LeBron. But like in terms of accomplishments, which really define the GOAT, because it's the thing separating Drew Brees and Tom Brady right now, I don't know. This Game 3 felt funny to me. The way everyone played, I think the Lakers are playing not tonight, I don't think they are, but they play very arrogant in Game 3. They feel like they had it made. You do that against this Miami team, you're done for.
I got an interesting fact. So first half, LeBron James, 8 points, 5 turnovers.
And that's the thing. It's not even like he's really he's playing fine, but this is a bad game for LeBron, and they can't have that. They need guys like him and AD to dominate because that's what got him to this point. And with all the players that they have, I mean, guys like Danny Green are playing better. Kyle Kuzma made a couple shots in this game, but there's just too much on LeBron and AD for them to lag. And when they lag like they did in Game 3, that's not going to work for them. For a Heat team that is clearly not scared of anybody, I don't know. It smells like a disaster for me. I'm going to retract my Heat in 7 statement. I'm just overreacting, but this feels like a collapse to me.
Last time we did a podcast, I was the only one that said the Lakers were going to win the first game. We all did the same spiel thing. I'm saying my prediction: Lakers in 6, straight up. They're going to win this game, lose next week, and then win Game 6.
And as you said that, Miami tied it up. Miami likes you being a hater, Ben.
I've been right so far. I don't know.
This series will be over by the time we next do our podcast.
Yeah.
Most likely. Game 7 is next Tuesday. So either way, it'll be close. But so we'll find out what's going on there for sure. A couple other NBA things. Doc Rivers is now the coach of the can't even find the word for it.
The second most intriguing job in the NBA.
Well, he's gonna. I'm talking about the players here.
Sliminess.
No, not quite.
I forgot where he even went. I'm gonna be honest.
He went to the
Sixers.
76ers.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's the kind of job he's taking. Players who don't like each other, players who complain about everything. He's got a lot to do, but if anybody's gonna do it, I think he can.
Right, I think Doc Rivers is gonna fit well into what they want to do. I think Mike D'Antoni would have been a better hire, personally, because I think he would have been able to elevate Ben Simmons better than any available coach right now.
Fair.
But I think that having Doc Rivers, you're going to get a guy who is an accomplished guy who can handle attitudes in the locker room. He's done it with many players before. He won titles at the Boston 3 party. You know, the Clippers, I understand, collapsed, but he dealt with egos in that locker room as well. You know, and not to mention, Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. So he's handled egos. And I don't even, it's going to be weird. Because I think Doc Rivers can really find something in Ben Simmons that, fucking Duncan, or Tyler Hero. Yeah. I think Doc Rivers will have a chance to really find some potential with Ben Simmons and what he do. And if not, I think Doc Rivers is smart enough to capitalize on what will be smart for the Sixers and what they can do offensively. The biggest thing that they're going to have to do, they're going to have to get rid of that awful Al Horford contract, and they need shooters. You don't even need shooters. Get one shooter you can start in the game. Or get 2. One on the bench, one to start. Get one shooter. If Ben Simmons doesn't want to shoot the ball, fine. Drive Ben Simmons, kick out Devin Booker or Bradley Beal from 3, bang.
I don't want Devin Booker to go there.
I think it'd be awesome. I think it'd be fun. But, that's what they need to do. Joel Embiid is probably the second best center in the NBA. You could argue first, but I think Jokic does everything overall better than Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
But Joel Embiid, when he wants to play, that guy can ball, but you need to unlock that potential in him. And I feel like Doc Rivers can be that guy because he's just not going to take any of that BS attitude. So I think in that regard it can be good, but there's still a few personnel pieces away to contending in the East. They need shooters on that team. They need shooters on that team. That team can contend for first in the East. I really do believe it.
Yeah. While we're talking about shooters here real quick, Tyler Hero just became the 6th rookie in NBA history to score 300 or more points in a single postseason. The only guy to recently do it, past the 70s, is Jason Tatum.
And he's the youngest.
He is the youngest as well, yep. So, good for him.
My Kentucky boys representing.
Anything else NBA going on?
It's just the finals. We're down 2.
Fine.
LeBron's legacy's on the line.
I don't know if his legacy's on the line.
Yes, it is. I think it is. Because then...
Even if they lose, there's still going to be 1,000 people on Twitter calling him the GOAT.
There will be. And
Well, you'll still call him the GOAT, Noah.
I do call him the GOAT, but I will not deny it. The conversation for me will turn of GOAT, and then instead it's more of the conversation of who's the best basketball player of all time. And for me, that's LeBron. But I can't sit there and just ignore the fact that legacy and accomplishments don't matter. Because if that's the case, then Tom Brady's not the GOAT. So I think if LeBron wins this title, I'll still say he's the GOAT. Because to win 3 titles with 3 different teams with the teams that he has had is incredible. But if he loses this finals and he doesn't play well, that's going to be a knock on his legacy. I really think it will be. Especially with a historic team.
LeBron made a shot. That's why Noah did that.
It was a 3 specifically.
Yes.
Quick update. Vegas Golden Knights took Brendan Brisson.
Brendan.
Oh,
Brendan.
crap. I
Spelled
gotta change
wrong,
my
but
last
you
name.
Gotta get going.
Is it Brendan?
Brendan.
Yeah.
Close enough, though.
All right, I finally get my NHL start. At least I have now 3 crispy uniforms.
All right, Brent.
Yo, those gold ones.
Did you see the music video for it though?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, you need to look up the music video because the music video makes it. That was.
What's the score of the game now? Come on!
Come on, Duncan.
Figure it out there, Duncan.
Yeah, I'm not playing too great.
Go up. Block. Go ahead. Go block LeBron James.
Hey,
oh
I
my
can.
god, that
I'd
looked
probably
like
do good at blocking LeBron James. Just push him down, hurt
Oh
him.
my god. Brendan, were you there when Joey was working at Lids?
No.
Oh my god. He used to work with this guy named fucking Joey, and he literally...
Shout out to Joey.
Don't give him that free clout. He literally said, and he actually believed that he could beat LeBron James one-on-one.
I could defend a baseball bat.
I could outshoot Ben Simmons.
I don't know about that. The part of the problem with Ben Simmons is he's afraid to shoot threes.
I could
If he went
outshoot
out there
Ben
to
Simmons.
shoot threes, I think he could shoot better than you.
Give me a couple days training camp with an actual NBA trainer. I can outshoot Ben Simmons.
Bet.
We'll see.
I've been able to perfect 6 of the weirdest different shots. They're not ready for it.
Shout out Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Brick Simmons,
And
I'm coming
Ben Simmons
for you.
be coming.
Ben Simmons has been called out.
Shout out to Walmart providing the baseball bat.
Yeah.
What?
I said I could beat LeBron. I could beat LeBron one-on-one. Find a baseball bat.
Speaking of baseball bats, the MLB's in the playoffs.
Hey, my Blue
Hey.
Jays got eliminated.
Yeah, well.
Did they?
What's the
Yeah.
score? What's the score of Yankees Rays?
Yankees.
Uh,
Rays.
Yeah, the Blue Jays.
It was,
The Marlins pissed me off.
Did they win?
Yeah.
Beat the Cubs?
Yep.
Nice.
Called it.
Marlins all
Rays
over.
up 6-4.
Oh.
Bottom of the 6, 2 outs.
Damn it.
Against who? The Reds?
The New York
The Yankees are playing the Rays. The freaking Astros are up 2-0, and they're going to advance to the ALCS. It makes me so mad.
They're gonna lose. They don't look that great.
Well, I would disagree. They're looking pretty good right now.
Well, besides Cabrera's 3 home run game. Well, not 3 home runs, but 2 home runs.
I don't know. Their pitching that's been questionable all year looked pretty good against the Twins. It's looking good against the Athletics right now. And the Astros are going to make it back to the ALCS, maybe even the World Series, when they're not even cheating this year. God, I hate baseball. And
They're not cheating that you know.
God.
They found a way to cheat again during the year that they're getting called out for cheating.
That would be some BDE right there, though.
Are the Astros the Patriots in the MLB?
I mean, in terms of hatred, I would say so.
Right now.
Cheating and being successful?
Well, see,
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
they
sure.
are.
see, before, I don't think they were, but then once, everybody found out.
Once the cheating scandal came out, everyone hated the Astros.
I hate the Astros.
I also hate the Astros.
Yeah.
I hate the
They're the
Astros.
Patriots of the MLB.
Astros
Yeah, well,
Astros
except
are
the
a
Patriots aren't the hated team anymore. I don't know
Not
who it is.
anymore.
But
You're like the
Who
only
would-
Patriots
who would be
hater.
the most hated team? I mean, obviously the Cowboys, but like,
fucking Cowboys.
Kansas City, probably.
I
Kansas
would
City.
say if they win another Super Bowl, then maybe.
The only reason that I hate the
Baltimore.
No, they have to do something.
you got to name a team I don't like. The Packers honestly might be one of the most
Nah.
hated, but
No.
they're also one of the most loved.
Nah,
See, we just have a different view because we live in the Midwest.
That's fair. That's fair. We are around.
By the way,
Vikings fans,
Kansas City's not a part of the Midwest.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
I would say they are.
Well, if you think about it,
It's the Mid-South.
Midwest.
So is Kansas a state in the Midwest?
They're playing Missouri though.
Well, yeah, because they play Missouri. I wouldn't count Missouri Midwest. I would count Kansas Midwest, but not Missouri.
I wouldn't count Kansas or Missouri. They're both South.
I don't know. Anyways,
They're more hickish than we are. Therefore, they're South.
That's true.
And we're the southernmost acting North state.
we be doing good.
South Dakota, where Hicks can do meth freely.
Meth. We got it.
Well, we're all on it.
We are all on it.
Yeah, we take our government-issued meth and we actually do it right before the pod. That's how we have the...
That's why we so hype.
that's how we predict the future 90% of the time.
You right.
South Dakota,
vote.
rednecks but cold.
Yeah. Make sure to vote. That just popped up on the screen.
For what?
For, in the voting
voted.
thing.
I voted the other day.
Oh, you voted early.
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
About a week ago, I filled it out and sent it in. They sent me my ballot, and I sent it in today.
Awesome.
Who'd you vote for?
Confidential.
Let's not
No,
ask that
Since
on
the
the-
podcast is done, I'll tell you.
No, I know.
I can probably guess who we
Probably
voted
could
for.
guess.
No, I know you voted. I was just doing that as a joke because I know it's supposed to be confidential.
I'm voting November 3rd.
I also vote November.
I am also voting on.
I got
election
some
day.
decisions in other areas I have to make.
That's fair.
Took me 2 seconds. Super easy.
Well, I know who I'm voting for too.
Was it the full ballot?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Just making sure, because you have to make sure you vote yes on a couple of things.
Yeah,
For
you
South
did vote
Dakota.
yes, right?
Yes on A, yes on 26.
All right.
Yeah.
If either of them passes, we'll get medical marijuana in South Dakota.
All right.
If A passes, we get recreational marijuana.
That's
in
what
South
we
Dakota.
want.
Wait, what if A passes and 26 doesn't?
Well,
Let's go.
No, we get both. Because A is a constitutional amendment, and 26 is a local one. But in A, it also has medical marijuana, so if A passes, we get both.
Gotcha. Let's go. But you know what's funny? We still won't have hemp no matter what outcome happens.
let's go.
Actually, you can buy hemp and CBD now in Minnehaha. And
You can.
Yeah, that's been a thing. But you can't grow hemp in South Dakota, one of the biggest agricultural states.
That's fine. We got soybeans.
We don't want rope in South Dakota because, well, I'm not gonna finish
Anyways, so right now the odds, according to Caesar's Palace, is the Dodgers-Yankees is going to be the finals,
Yuck.
and Dodgers taking the dub there.
Yeah, Dodgers
But-
should be the favorites.
Hey, crazy things could happen.
True. They're playing the Padres right now. We'll score that
El
game.
Padres.
They're playing our beloved Padres.
It is 0-0.
Oh.
Bottom of the second.
Oh.
Ooh, this could be a low-scoring game.
San Diego Dads.
I think we're all going for the Padres.
I'm very
I-
much going for the Padres. Fernando Tatis is a freaking baller, dude.
It's true. I thought he was on Pittsburgh for half the year because I just used him every day in the daily pick'ems for FanDuel, and I just saw the black and the yellow, and I'm like,
No, he is a
Nope.
he is a Padre.
he's a Padre. I figured that out.
He's
That just tells you how much baseball I watch.
Basketball.
But
We keep track lightly just so that way we can bring you
God.
the biggest news.
Stop that man.
But we're
Stop
not all
him.
good at following each sport.
Duncan
We're
Robinson.
not all Noah.
Amazing. Hey, speaking of all sports, there was a tie today in the MLS Minnesota game.
Oh, did they? I did not see.
0-0 all. What a score there.
God.
That's the real sport right
Why
there.
could
when
we
it's
not
0-0.
beat an injured Nashville expansion? Oh God, we are so bad. We're so riddled with injuries. It's ridiculous. We
Why
can't-
we did that
We're
for
the
reaction.
we are the Broncos of the MLS, except we're still winning.
Hey, we won! We won on Thursday. What do you mean?
All right, yeah, against the Jets, the team
Hey.
that will go 0-16.
We won. A dub's a dub.
A dub is a dub.
Take it
You know
how
what?
you
A dub
can.
is a dub because the Rams barely beat the Giants.
There
a
you
dub
go.
is
A
a dub.
dub's a dub.
Sam Darnold, the next Brian Tannehill. Don't at me.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Honestly, yeah.
Adam Gase
Yes.
ruined his career.
Yes.
And then he
I
goes
will-
somewhere else.
Yep.
I initially my brain was like insult. I'm like, wait, no, that is a compliment.
That is a big
Adam Gase was Ryan
compliment.
Tannehill's coach.
Yeah.
Adam Gase is Sam Darnold's coach.
Yep.
But Sam Darnold also had
Starts on TikTok.
the last year of Todd Bowles, didn't he?
Ryan Tannehill had the last year of.
Sorry, Sam Darnold.
I'm pretty sure Sam Darnold has always had Adam Gase. I'm
Yeah.
pretty
No,
sure.
I think Sam Darnold played 1 year without Adam Gase, and Ryan Tannehill played at least 1 or 2 years before Adam Gase showed up in Miami.
Well, was it Adam Gase's last year in Miami that he left
I
in
think.
the offseason?
Yes.
Well, then,
Anyways. Yeah, MLB playoffs are
not that
going
Todd
on.
Bowles was good
Go
either, but
baseball. Getting better, more views, better ratings than the NBA Finals for some reason.
Bill O'Brien's going to be the coach of
The
the Jets.
MLB playoffs. It's weird, but it's just how it's going. NBA isn't doing too hot in terms of viewership,
It's not.
but hey,
I think people are sick of LeBron.
that could be. That is a narrative to push, but we will not push it right now. Moving on to the
I do want to.
NCAA.
I want to touch on one thing. quick.
Okay.
As much as I want the Heat to win this, it's not because I dislike LeBron. I like LeBron as a guy. I like LeBron as a player. I just really like the Heat's young team.
Do
And
you
I
like
think
LeBron
it's
as a lover?
no.
Only on
No.
Taco
He's
Tuesday.
a selfish lover.
Oh.
Taco Tuesday. It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
He ate too many tacos, no. That's why he's playing kind of.
Well, he's doubled his points in the third quarter. So
That's why he started off slow.
All
He
right,
was
so
still.
funny thing I saw
going
today.
through
So LeBron posted a thing about because it was Bronny's birthday today.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the comments were so hilarious. One of the most like comment was "Don't fall for it, Bronny."
That's amazing.
So, something happened in the NCAA recently.
Yeah. So
North Dakota
North
State's-
Dakota's quarterback
I don't know.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance projected to be number one round one pick.
Yeah, he's one of the better quarterback prospects.
He is
Probably
pretty good.
probably the third best QB prospect. He'd be at number
Lawrence Fields and him.
It's Lawrence Fields and Lance in my opinion. He would be the best quarterback if Trevor Lawrence wasn't the most wasn't the best QB prospect since Andrew Luck.
He could be one of those quarterbacks that falls to the lower end around first round. Maybe the Patriots.
maybe the Packers again.
Maybe the Packers again.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. Aaron Rodgers is still going to play out of his mind.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet that was interesting, and it was if the Packers drafting Jordan Love, if all they get out of it is Aaron Rodgers is motivated enough to have this amazing season, where's the pick? Straight up, 100%. If we can win the Super Bowl,
Honestly, I guess if you win the Super Bowl,
if it motivates Aaron Rodgers enough to win the Super Bowl or even an MVP, worth it.
yeah,
Damn.
I wouldn't argue against it. We all shit on the picks, but I mean, if it does motivate player,
It works.
if it works, it works. But yeah. Anyways, he declared that he's going to the draft. He played the one fall game they had. NDSU's schedule is really weird, where they play one fall game
And they played Central
and
Arkansas.
then they play. Yeah, and then they play in the spring. He played in that game. He looked all right,
He was okay. He wasn't great, but he was okay.
and then he decided he's just gonna
Forego the draft.
the draft. So, prepare for the draft. Good for him. Maybe he can go to a team that needs a quarterback like the Bears or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Bears are gonna need a quarterback.
Bears don't need a quarterback.
Lions gotta start thinking about.
Do you think one of those teams could wait and take him at the top of the second?
Uh,
Because the Bears, or maybe not the Bears specifically, but the Lions will have a
honestly, I think it depends on how the rest of this football season
Yeah,
goes. I don't think.
if a team is desperate enough, Trey Lance will go top 10. If a team is desperate enough for a QB, Trey Lance will
We've
go
seen
top
it too many times. Like Mitch
Oh,
Trubisky going
right.
third to Chicago.
10. Right, exactly.
That's
It
fair.
happens.
Sorry,
way,
second.
Yeah, it goes way too often. But like the one thing that we all know for sure is that Trevor Lawrence will be the first overall pick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bears trade up, take him with the second pick. He doesn't pan out. That's what's going to happen.
That would suck.
Thing is, I
They're
do
going
not.
to Mitch Trubisky it again.
See, and the thing is I want the Jets to kind of win a few games because I do not want Trevor Lawrence to go to the Jets.
God,
It
imagine.
doesn't matter if Adam Gase is still there.
What? Well, do any of us think Adam Gase will make it past this season? I don't think he
No.
make it past Thanksgiving.
Okay, so the Jets actually voted on before the loss to the Broncos. If he lost, he's out, but they're going to let him play the rest of the season. So they're just not going to kick him out because of their COVID.
But they're going to let it play out.
They're letting it play out, but he is gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't.
So hear me out, right? Trevor Lawrence to the Jets. Then you'll have Tua, Trevor, Josh Allen, and then you'll have a rotating quarterback system in New England.
Nope, New England's going to draft another quarterback this year.
Probably.
Probably not.
I think they will.
Probably not.
Stidham's not the option.
No, they're probably literally going to look to free agency. They're either going to re-sign Cam or pick up a Derek Carr, a Matt Stafford.
They're going to pay for somebody?
No,
not the Patriot
but
way.
Matt Stafford's not going to get given like a million contracts that are going to offer like a potential Super Bowl.
But also the Patriots have a crap ton of salary cap space for next year.
Yeah, although it's shrinking because everybody's is shrinking next year.
Right, no, but they will have money to spend next year.
They have $50 million.
There you go.
They have $50 million. I mean, they have $80 million, but it's probably going to be reduced to $50 million left over in cap space. They're going to re-sign Tooney to an actual contract.
Well, we are talking about the NFL. Let's get into it.
Yes. What game are we starting with? What's the first?
We might as well start with the Titans not playing. It kind of sucks for the Steelers, honestly.
You know what's ironic? Remember when I did franchise mode and I was like using the Titans as an example for how I should do the bubble, how I would do an NFL bubble?
Oh man, yeah.
Now
Noah caused it.
Well, technically, I gave them a formula and they just failed to follow it. So that's on you, Tennessee.
That's true.
It seems like all the refs are fighting.
In relation to COVID, the Green Bay Packers have announced today that they're not doing fans for the rest of the year.
I did notice that.
Because Green Bay, Wisconsin's had a huge spike in COVID cases recently.
As says all the Midwest.
Because people aren't wearing masks.
Yep, because they don't believe in it.
Wear a mask. It's not that hard.
Wear a mask. I want to go to football and soccer. I just want to go to sporting events, people.
You don't gotta wear it all the time. If you're going into a store, if you're going to Walmart, put a fucking mask on. It's not
and keep
that
it
hard.
on. Keep it on. Don't just put it on to get past everything. Walmart's actually like the Walmart on.
They stopped.
They ripped everything. They don't do the signage for like spacing anymore.
Which
they don't
fair.
do masks.
Nobody followed that anyways.
Well, yeah, because I like Target. We used to have we had a mask station, and like we had someone like watch it 24/7, and now we don't even have anybody up there.
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't even have signage that say that facial covering is required anymore.
We still do. Our guests are pretty good about wearing masks, though. I'll give
Target is the upper class Walmart, though. So I mean,
this is true.
Does make sense. But back to COVID. The game is in jeopardy because the Titans facility is still closed. If they have all negative tests tomorrow, the facility will open up again. So it all depends on tomorrow.
I think they've gone two days now with. I think they'll be fine. I think that everybody will test negative tomorrow, and they'll open up and they'll play the Bills.
I mean, I hope that's what happens, but I'm not betting on it just because I could see something happening. I'm more curious to see what happened to cause the outbreak because the NFL is investigating that.
Yeah, I wonder. At the beginning, there was a lot more staff members that had been players. I think it was like 5 staff players and 2 players, or whatever. I assume if I had to guess, it would be a staff player.
Buckets.
Or a staff member.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I think the players are taking extra
responsibility
this year.
Yeah.
I can 100% see a staff member doing.
It's alright, I'm going out.
Going to Walmart with those masks on or something.
Yeah, something dumb I think is what happened, but.
Eating gummy finds off the ground.
Going to the nightclub without a mask.
Damn, Lou Williams wore a mask.
He did. Kudos to Lou.
Cam Newton has COVID. Most likely out against the Broncos this week, which is very happy. Makes me very happy. That brings up the Patriots' problems on Monday night.
Brian Hoyer and
Jarrett Stidham. Jarrett Stidham is not the Jesus that people thought he was.
Yeah,
okay.
He's not.
I never thought
he's not the Messiah.
I think they need to start Jarrett Stidham next week.
I mean,
do not waste your time with Brian Hoyer. He cannot do shit.
I agree with that.
All he's going to do is turn the ball over, and it's going to be his fault.
Stidham
it's going to be costly fumbles. It's going to be terrible picks.
Who's going to make that shot?
But I think if you give Jarrett another chance, Jarrett can put the ball anywhere. I think he showed that in his touchdown pass, first ever touchdown pass to McKeel Harry. That ball placement was beautiful. Granted, now the deep pass to Demir Bird, that didn't work.
It was a little underthrown.
It was a little underthrown. I think that he's going to kink that out in practice, and I think that Jarrett Stidham is going to be able to. I'm the only person, apparently in the world, that thinks Jarrett Stidham can lead New England to a victory next week.
I'm praying the other way. Praying to himself. But
I'm praying to Jarrett.
we're talking about the Broncos. Broncos beat the Jets. Broncos will not go win this on the season. Things are looking up for the Broncos.
Beat the Jets.
Drew Brees. Drew Lock is coming back.
Oh, is he going to be?
Philip Lindsay is on his way back sometime. Yeah.
Is Drew going to be back this next week?
It's a game time decision. But let's
Probably
hope
won't.
so. Things are looking up. Big Fangio still isn't panning out the way we thought he was gonna. I think he is one of the coaches that may be on the hot seat at the end of the year. I think that he will get a lot of leeway though for, half our team being injured.
Yeah.
But I think we could see him on the hot seat.
Oh my
Brett
God.
Rippon looked good enough to play backup quarterback. Driscoll's done. Curious to see what they do with Blake Bortles. If it's just going to be a signage and then he's going to, get dropped. What's going to happen there?
I think he's going to be just competition for training, not training camp, but like
that's
practice.
Fair.
I think it's just going to be a practice competition. And if he balls out in practice, he might be able to win that backup job.
Hey,
I'm not
it's
counting
not
out,
that huge of a thing to try, I guess.
No.
I mean, Brett Rippon didn't look anything special.
Yeah, but I think he's just going to be an extra practice body.
That's fair.
I still wish it was Jeff Drixel. Jeffy
Driscoll played
D.
like shit.
Jeffy D, though.
Tampa Bay, down early, came back.
And that was sad.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. O.J. Howard tore his Achilles in the game. But Tom Brady threw 5 touchdowns.
The oldest player to throw for 5 touchdowns.
Did he also throw a pick 6?
We don't talk about Tom and
High
his
key,
pick
though,
sixes this year.
Let's talk about the quarterback play on the other side of the ball, though.
Justin Herbert's been good.
Justin
Herbert is-
Herbert was worth the pick.
Yes, he was.
Herbert is a baller. Another player I was wrong about.
Tom Brady's thrown 4 pick 6s in the last 6 games.
Exactly. We don't talk
But
about
stat that matters. 3-1.
Yeah, that is
That
true.
Tampa is a really good team.
Was that
It's
Chad
really good.
Beadle right before this?
I don't know. But Tampa Bay's a contender for sure.
Yeah.
They're looking good.
Yeah.
Well, especially with the way that New Orleans has looked since week 1.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's won in their division.
I'm not 100% sold on Tampa
Panthers will win it.
I'm pretty set on Tampa winning it. Tom Brady's playing well. He now has this guy in Mike Evans. That's even without Chris Godwin being back. Todd Bowles is leading this defense, and it's looking really, really good.
Yeah.
I still think the Saints have a chance to win.
Todd Bowles, full circle.
Right. Go full circle.
Yeah, no, Todd Bowles is a really good coach.
Some
He's a great
people aren't
coordinator.
meant to be head coaches. Some people are meant to be.
I would say Todd Bowles could be a head coach. I just thought he was all the roster
Matt
that he has.
Patricia.
Matt Patricia's a prime example.
I
Wow.
want Matt Patricia to be their coach for years to come.
I hope not. The Lions.
Well, see, it's
Lions
weird.
don't
Since
have
Matt
bad
Patricia
players.
has been their head coach, their defense has gotten worse.
Yeah. Talk about this real quick. Jim Cadwell,
9-7.
9-7, gets fired. Matt Patricia,
Well, like,
nice. Alex Trebek,
like
nice.
3 games.
Matt
4
Patricia
games.
plays like shit, still has a job. How? Detroit just want to lose? Dan Orlovsky actually went on a big, rant thing about it today. It was amazing. But,
Do you see Matt LaFleur has the second best record of his first 20 games as a head coach in NFL history?
Matt LaFleur.
all that Matt LaFleur needed to do was get on the same page as Aaron Rodgers. Matt LaFleur is going to be probably one of the best coaches in the league for the next 20 years.
17-3 as head coach. He's never lost a division game.
That's pretty amazing. But you also got to look at the division.
That is fair.
A
A win's a win.
win is a win.
Just like the Broncos beating the Jets, a win's a win.
A win's a win. Texans did not win though, and they might have won. They got rid of Billy O'Brien.
Yeah, they did it.
They did get a win there.
The bad man can't hurt you anymore, Texans fans. Don't worry.
I feel awful for whoever takes that Texans job.
I do too, honestly.
No first rounders, no cap space, no impact rookies, nothing. You're set up to fail.
Deshaun Watson.
You have to
Deshaun Watson's out of there as soon as he gets a chance, I think.
New England.
Yuck. No, I think Deshaun Watson will be there for, I think he'll see out his contract, especially the new coach. I just feel bad for whoever takes it. And I think here's the thing with Bill O'Brien. I don't even think Bill O'Brien's necessarily a bad coach because he won division titles with the Houston Texans.
He might get a coordinator job.
Yeah.
I think that his problems is how many responsibilities he has.
Yes, him as a GM was a bad move. As a head coach, yeah, hire Bill O'Brien as a head coach. But I think a lot of his firing has to do with what he's done as a GM and then what's resulting on the field.
Should not have traded the owner.
No, well, because he's taken that GM power to his head to try to make his team how he wants his team as a coach, and it's just not how it should be.
Yeah, no, he should.
Belichick can do it.
If Bill O'Brien was just the head coach, I think he'd still have a job today.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have been dumb and trade DeAndre Hopkins.
They'd probably be 4-0.
They would.
3-1.
They'd be 2-2, but Bill O'Brien wouldn't be jobless today.
That's fair. So Texans, we'll see how they go. They are in the contention for Trevor Lawrence, even though they don't need him.
Yeah, if they get the first well, here's the
they
thing.
don't have it.
They don't have it.
Miami.
As of right now, Miami would get the 2nd overall pick and the 9th overall pick.
Isn't that amazing?
That's insane. Miami is doing this tank thing to perfection, and everyone's helping them out.
They really are.
Everyone's helping Miami out from being the best team in the NFL for the next 15 years.
Yeah.
They already have their quarterback in Tua.
Hero?
Now it's damn, with a 2nd overall pick? Fine, let's go get Penei Sewell. And let's protect him. And we have the 9th overall pick. Jamar Chase just fell to us. Let's get Jamar Chase.
There you go.
Why are we helping out Miami?
Why not? Browns beat the Cowboys.
They did, yes. Browns.
That's exciting.
Browns are good. Browns are a good football
Kevin
team.
Stefanski is the head coach that they needed.
Yep, I think Cleveland has an identity now. It's an identity that works for them. I think Kevin Stefanski said in an interview that, he was we would like to get OBJ more involved, which I think is great because last year it felt like we have to give it to it's forced we give it to OBJ.
Right.
Now it's okay, let's coach around it. How can we involve OBJ? Whether it's passing or even handing it off to him.
Yeah.
That clearly worked.
Yeah.
No, the Browns have an identity. Pound the football with Nick Chubb's hurt, but you still give it to Kareem Hunt. Let Baker Mayfield make a couple big plays downfield. Boom, win the football game.
So here's the thing, though. They are playing in the Ravens and the Steelers division. Do you think they still finish out 3rd, or do you think they have a chance to?
I think peak they finish 2nd.
Playoffs though.
Yes, they're a playoff team for sure. I think they're for sure with how weak the AFC is right now. They're definitely a playoff team.
See, but there's
they'll get 3rd in the division though.
There's
chance.
I
say peak they finish 2nd, but I see them finishing 3rd.
Wait, is the new playoff rules in effect this year?
Yeah, so there's gonna be 3 wild
never
card
mind.
teams.
They're definitely a playoff team. Because I was gonna say because right now you do have this weird little thing going on with the Patriots being able to contend for a wild card. The Chargers being able to contend for a wild card.
Yeah, as of right
now.
The
Raiders being able to contend for a wild card.
Broncos going to win out, contend for the wild card.
Nah, but yeah, no, because in the AFC it's you're going to have Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
13
That's probably going to be good all year. New England can flirt with the playoff spot, and then Tennessee, Indianapolis, whoever wins that division, then wild card team there. I don't think the AFC West is going to send anybody else. The Chargers are still 1-3. Now they're probably the best 1-3 football team.
Hey, the Broncos are 1-3.
Like I said, the Chargers are the best 1-3 football team.
That's fair.
So that's going to be a tough hill to climb, especially with a rookie quarterback. Now, a rookie quarterback who's playing well, but a rookie quarterback nonetheless, because Herbert's still making some of those rookie mistakes and turnovers and interceptions, which is fine. That's what you're going to do as a rookie. It's no fault on Herbert. It's just rookie mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. Not all of us get to be first round talent and then just sit on the bench for 3 years.
I saw an interesting watching an interesting video about Tyrod Taylor the other week. because Tyrod Taylor was on the Ravens.
Yeah.
And he basically had the choice to stay on the Ravens and be Joe Flacco's replacement, or go sign somewhere else. He decided to go somewhere else, and then the Ravens ended up drafting Lamar Jackson. He went to Buffalo, and then he got hurt, and then they got Josh Allen, and then now he's on the Chargers, and he got hurt, and now Justin Herbert.
Damn, is he the real quarterback whisperer?
He's the ultimate bridge quarterback.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
Remember when people thought Mike Glennon would be a good bridge quarterback for the Bears?
Is he still on the Jags? Is the backup?
Oh, I forgot about the Browns, too. He was on the Browns, got hurt, and Baker Mayfield took over.
Baker's looking good this year, too.
Yeah.
Yeah? Wow.
Remember when the Bills chose Nathan Peterman over Tyrod Taylor?
Oh, yeah.
And he went and traded him to the Browns?
Hey, Nathan Peterman's like the number 2 with Mariota injured, is the number 2 quarterback in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Deshaun Kaiser couldn't take his job, apparently.
No, yeah. Let's talk about Deshaun Kaiser. But, Joe
GOAT,
Burrow
Nathan Peterman.
got his first dub.
Yeah, he did.
I'm excited for Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's looking good.
He
so
definitely
far.
earned it.
He did earn it. It was a hard-fought game, but I'm glad he got the dub.
Yes, I am too. He deserves a dub.
I think he might split with the Browns.
There's a chance.
I think their next time going back, there's a chance he could beat the Browns.
Joe Burrow's looking good. That team's looking decent. So
Joe Burrow found out he just needs to get the ball to Joe Mixon. They need to have the Joe to Joe connection, which is helping me out a lot in fantasy.
Oh, I bet it is.
Panthers beat the Cardinals.
Yeah, Kyler Murray's not the MVP I said he was going to be, guys.
At the beginning, before the season started, I said they'd go 7-9, and you all
wow.
mean to me.
I said they would finish last in the division.
Well, look, I don't know. I was a little too high on them to start off.
They're a year away.
I think I'm jumping ship, guys. I think I'm going with the Bills. J Balvin!
I didn't even know who this guy
I
was.
still don't really know who he is.
He's a Puerto Rican
Singer.
rapper, I guess. You know who Bad Bunny is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in like 90% of Bad Bunny songs.
Oh.
Anyways, my coworkers in love with this pick.
Why did somebody good?
J Balvin, he's great.
Because it's McDonald's. Why would somebody good want to be
He's
sponsored
great. He's a
by
great
McDonald's?
He's a great Hispanic rapper. He is great.
How come they just don't do I don't know. They should do the Drake meal or something.
They did the Travie.
They did do the Trappy Patty.
They need to stop
reportedly
doing
next month
musicians.
They're not doing a singer. They're doing an athlete. But I haven't been able to find out who the
LeBron
athlete
James.
is.
Tom Brady, because it would be so ironic to just have a salad and a water.
Do you realize how bad it would be for my wallet if there was the LeBron James meal at McDonald's?
The Andy Reid meal.
I mean, that could be
3 cheeseburgers.
That could be
3 Big Macs, 2 orders of fries, and a large Coke.
For $17.
That could be.
Oh, you missed it. Jimmy, stop sucking. Thank you.
Yeah, Panthers are still looking good on offense despite not having Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, it's
going to be scary once they have him back.
It's almost like they didn't really need to pay Christian McCaffrey.
Oh shit! You're gonna say? I'm not gonna say it. You can say it.
It's almost like they didn't need to pay for a running back, which is how the NFL should work.
Hear me out. The Panthers are what? 1-3?
2-2.
They're 2-2. Who else did they beat?
The Cardinals and the help a brother out.
Wasn't the Lions, was it?
No, I could have swore they were.
No, the Lions beat the Cardinals.
3.
They beat the Chargers.
Yes.
Oh, that's right, because it was a really close game.
Yeah.
They've had 3 really close games. Or not 3. They've had 2 really close games. One they lost, one they won.
Yeah.
And see, I think that if they would have had Christian McCaffrey, granted they did have him in the first game and in the second.
Right.
But who did they play last week?
Last week they played the Chargers and got the dub.
Oh, so they're on a 2-game win streak.
2-game win.
They are.
They beat the Raiders, lost to the Buccaneers.
Who do they play this next week, though?
Next
Well,
week
if they
they play
would've
the Falcons.
If they would have had CMC in that whole game against the Bucks, they would have won.
Right, but now they're 2-2. Yeah,
I think CMC is going to make much more of a difference when you're talking about playoff time.
Oh, and I am sure, but
you guys probably missed it earlier when we were talking about New Orleans, Tampa. Panthers are going to the division.
Panthers are not going to make the playoffs.
Panthers going to win the division.
At best, they go 8-8, and in the NFC,
They'll
don't
win
know
the
if they
division.
make it.
They will win the division.
They're
going to sweep the Saints. They're going to split with. They're going to split with Tampa. They're going to sweep the Falcons.
Granted, if you took the NFC East out, they'd definitely be a playoff team.
Well, yeah.
They're not in the NFC East, so
I'm just saying.
That's the problem.
Panthers are going to win it.
They could be. Carolina has more of a case to be in the NFC East than... Honestly, flip Carolina. Well, I guess Carolina's technically close to the South, but I mean, it would make more sense to put Carolina in the NFC East than it would be for Dallas to be in the NFC East. It'd make more sense for Dallas to be in the NFC South.
Because, Huh.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's almost like you fixed the problem.
Did I just crack the code?
See,
nah, but they can't do that because then Dallas wouldn't be any good.
That's true.
That's America's team.
Not that they're good now.
I don't think they are America's team anymore.
I don't think America has a team anymore.
That's fair.
I think America is just bandwagon heavy. Whoever wins the Super Bowl, that's the only team that people care about
Hey,
for next year.
I was on the Cardinals. I'm on the Lions. I'm on the Broncos.
I have a friend who's a diehard Eagles fan, and the Eagles suck.
Wow.
Well, and I'm not saying
my boy John over here.
I'm not saying that like loyal fans are gonna go away. I'm just saying that we don't pick, like, there's not just one team that's incredibly more popular than the rest anymore.
That's fair.
And except for whoever wins the Super Bowl, because of bandwagoners.
That's true.
Because, like, the Chiefs are probably the best liked team going into this season, and probably right now are still the best liked team.
That's fair. Moving on to another very liked team right now, the Buffalo Bills.
God, I can't even hate the Bills, and they're in my division.
The Bills making fans out of people. Josh Allen is making fans out of people. Noah, you still
I'm a Josh Allen fan.
You a Josh Allen fan yet? He's playing MVP style football.
Who they play this week?
They played the Raiders. This week they play the. They played the Raiders last week. Sorry.
If the Bills, the Bills play the Titans this week, right?
Yeah, it is the Titans.
I'm not too sold on Josh Allen yet.
Kansas City, 2 weeks away.
If they beat Kansas City and Allen plays well, I'm hooked.
All right.
Still turns the ball over too much for my liking. I think he splits Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs leads the NFL in contested catches. Stephon Diggs is really good. But I think Josh Allen puts the ball in bad places sometimes. Still a little bit of overthrowing issues, always getting better at that. Hasn't really exactly beat anybody great yet.
Is he better than you were? Do you think you can give him more credit now than you were giving him at the end of last year?
Oh, and that's the thing. I will not deny it. The progression from Josh Allen is absolutely there. And I can't deny that because that'd be insane. Progression's there with Josh Allen. But I'm not going to buy into him being a Super Bowl contender. If he can beat Tennessee even, and then if he can beat Kansas City, or even if he just beats Kansas City.
Well, if you can beat
that's a pretty good team.
He did, but he did nothing in the second half, and they nearly blew a 20-3 lead, and were a bad call away from losing that game.
And then he got the touchdown.
He did, but that was about all he did in the second half. MVPs don't blow 28-3 leads.
Well, Matt Ryan wasn't MVP, and he did.
You keep saying that, but yet MVPs are the ones that blow 28-3 leads.
Really? Because I remember a real MVP coming back from a 28-3 lead.
I don't.
The guy who should have won MVP that year, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady did not look good during the regular season that year, though.
I think I saw an interesting Matt Ryan stat. I think
the past 5 years, Tom Brady's not looked good during the regular season whatsoever.
That's not true. He won the C1 MVP the year.
I know. He did not deserve that MVP.
Oh, no, but he definitely played well enough to win.
Russell
MVP.
Wilson deserved that MVP.
I think Matt Ryan is the only. If I can't remember if the stat was played in the Super Bowl or won a Super Bowl, but Matt Ryan is the only quarterback to have 100+ wins and MVP and not win a Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah.
That just talks about Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's like a B+ player, and he always will be.
Matt Ryan's a top 10 QB in the NFL.
He's a B+ player.
He's got a long neck.
But yeah. Okay. But yeah, Josh Allen, he's looking good. I won't deny it.
He's a top 10 quarterback in the NFL right now.
He's certainly playing like one, but I will not put him in that MVP echelon with Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson quite yet. Not going to do it.
That's fair.
Actually, number 5 probably. Right now.
He's top 5.
Who?
Josh Allen.
In MVP contention? Yeah, I mean, I would say he's top 5. I would not.
For quarterbacks in the league for how they're playing this year, top 5.
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah.
5.
Who's number 3?
Well, it's
Russell, Aaron, Patrick Mahomes.
Who's
Josh
number
Allen.
4?
Josh Allen.
Or number 5?
Who did I have at number 5?
Tom Brady, maybe.
No.
I'm
Yeah.
not putting
Tom Brady's not even top 10.
He-
Tom Brady's.
not gonna-
I would
Lamar
rather
Jackson,
have.
Lamar.
I would
No,
have the
not
combination
that dud
of
against
Mitchell
Kansas City.
Trubisky
No.
and
he
Big
came
Nick
back
Nick
last week. He
than
played last
Tom
week.
Yeah,
Brady.
against who? Against
knows?
Washington?
I still can put Lamar at the 5 best quarterback.
I will not. After what I saw against Kansas City, all my concerns were there.
Lamar can't throw the ball unless he can run the ball, and if you stop him from running the ball, then he can't do anything.
I'm slowly kind of thinking about moving Lamar out of my top 5 for quarterbacks.
Are you
Unless he wins
slowly
the Super Bowl this
thinking
year.
about just starting him at running back?
No, because I can't start my running back.
Moving on.
Well, because even then, he wouldn't be the best running back. It'd still be Josh Allen.
Eagles beat the Niners.
Yeah.
They did.
What do you think about that?
It was a close game.
Listen, guys.
Didn't watch it.
Here's
Wasn't
what.
worth watching.
Listen, here's what I'm gonna say. I wish I could say that Carson Wentz is back, but the fact of the matter is, he never left. I thought you guys would laugh. I thought you guys would laugh. That was a joke. I thought you guys would laugh.
Number
at it.
5, Dak Prescott.
Yeah. You're
Number
honestly,
4,
you're right.
Dak Prescott.
Damn, I thought that was gonna get a good laugh. No,
No, we're not on the Carson
Three
Wentz hype
games
train back. We're not
back
on there yet.
No, I'm not. I'm
You-
not
you-
either.
you
No,
threw us
I-
on there.
Would you put Dak
We
over
jumped.
Josh
We
Allen?
hopped
No,
off.
I
and we
thought
haven't
that was
made
gonna,
it.
I was like a joke, but no.
I get you.
Not
But
for
yes,
Browns
no.
game, not personally.
But yeah, no. Carson played well. Again, a vintage Carson performance, playing with a bunch of no names and a
Yep.
bunch of Walmart cashiers.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Played really good. Beat a good team in the Niners on
Yeah.
the road.
Yeah.
Eagles are in first place.
Yeah.
Now
Kinda barely.
It now looks slightly more justifiable to go for the tie against and not try and win the game and punt it against Cincy, even though I still think they should have won the game because that's stupid. Why would you try and win a football game?
You like the Sharks.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a cute,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a cute moment for baby Sharks. Hey.
yeah.
But, yeah, I mean,
That's all we
Eagles
can do
have
because
a-
otherwise we'll get copyright.
Eagles got a tough road ahead, but I still think they can win that division, which isn't saying much, but they can still win that division.
Yeah.
Washington football team.
No, not at this
It's
point.
still going to be the Cowboys or the Eagles.
Wow,
can't say
not
the
even throwing the
Giants.
Giants into the
No,
mix.
not throwing the Giants.
Hey, the Giants are looking. They didn't
Bad.
look horrible.
Washington doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Both those teams are pretty bad.
Well-
Washington's not looking as bad as like other teams, like the Jets.
I still think Dwayne Haskins is the worst starting quarterback in the league. Don't I?
Yeah.
Hey,
Kyle
Kyle
you can
Allen.
make that argument.
Kyle Allen will take his job if
Alex Smith's going to take his job.
I hope so.
Alex Smith is one of those players
Harbaugh gets
that
a bad
has
defense though,
great.
so he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah,
That's all you
see,
gotta
that's
do.
my thing. My biggest thing is
Scary
Alex
Andrews is
Smith,
like
as
third
cool
play.
as it would be to put him in, I don't want him to break his leg again and potentially have worse consequences than no leg.
Alex Smith, next Patriots quarterback.
No.
Ooh,
It'll
that's
either
a-
be Matt
interesting
Stafford,
one.
Deshaun Watson, or Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. You brought up Derek Carr. Derek Carr.
Not Sam Darnold.
Or Sam
Pissed
Darnold.
off. He is mad.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr is mad at his team. He's done with Gruden. Gruden's been done with him since the start, and Derek Carr's finally turned around to be mad at his team.
Mariota.
Hey, what happened to Allen Robinson? Is he still pissed and trying to get traded?
No, not really.
Not currently.
I think part of that was more so he's mad at Mitch Trubisky,
Yeah.
and that.
Now he has the chance to get mad at Nick Foles.
Yeah, I think he
Give
just
a week or
wanted
two.
attention.
I don't know. Give him a week or two. The Bears
I don't know.
will lose a couple more games.
Give the Patriots Allen Robinson. See what happens.
Ooh.
So Jared Stidham can underthrow him.
No, because
Oh.
we'll have Cam back.
Give Cam that.
I think Jared Stidham would play better without Julian Edelman and without like the top guys that we're playing now. I
So
think,
your receivers are bad.
but I think he would play a lot better with like our.
Let's go!
Get up, Anthony.
Stay
He's-
down, Anthony.
He's been
Stay
doing
down,
this
Anthony.
literally every.
Yeah, he does
basket
this every
they've
time he
scored.
falls.
I understand.
He
but
just
it's
sits there for a minute. He's got to take a breather. He's not being.
Oh, that guy took him out.
Oh, come on, Caruso. Caruso is sloppy.
Alex.
took his own teammate out?
Yeah.
Supposed
He's
to, like-
surprised. I mean,
Oh no, he's done. Miami's only gonna now. See, now it's gonna get flipped. Miami loses their big players to injuries. You get one of them back, and then Anthony Davis is gonna go out for a game or two. Miami's gonna win, and everybody's be like, Miami only won games because Anthony Davis got injured.
well,
And I
Which
will be the
isn't-
one to say that.
Which won't technically be wrong because Anthony Davis is part two of a two-man team. Honestly, the Lakers would be better if they just put everybody else on the bench and only had LeBron and
Just let
AD.
LeBron AD
Like
do the
5-on-2.
work. Just let LeBron AD do the work.
Yep.
back on Derek Carr. This last week he finished 32 of 44, 311 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he hasn't thrown an interception in 144 pass attempts. Yet people are calling for him to be backup quarterback and put Mariota in.
Mariota's
And
injured.
I think he's coming back soon, though.
He's coming back. But, and he's just sick of nobody giving him the respect he deserves.
He's going to the Patriots. And he will
says,
win Super Bowls.
Me being here, my 7th year, I've seen too much crap. I've seen a whole bunch of crap, and I'm just being honest with you.
Where do we think Cam Newton's going to go next year?
Washington.
I honestly think he's going to stay, but that's probably not going to happen.
I think he'll sign another 1-year deal.
See, there's a lot of speculation that Cam is not as, like, he's acting the part of the Patriot way, but he doesn't actually want to be a part of the Patriot way. So he's going to get annoyed with it, and, like, by the time contract season rolls around, he's going to be like, no, I'm going to go test free agency. And then he's going to get handed a big money deal and just play behind a terrible offensive line, probably. Because that's who's going to be handing him big money deals.
Yeah.
And get injured.
So I think Derek Carr is better than Marcus Mariota. I
agree, too.
kind of see where Raiders fans would be upset because Derek Carr is a good quarterback, but he's a good quarterback, but not good enough to be consistently win. You know.
Well,
like there's a lot of times that like Derek Carr's a good quarterback, but he's like not.
So,
quite
Ben,
good enough,
hear me
not
out.
overall.
I don't think it's ever Derek Carr's
Do you win
fault.
more when people believe in you or when people don't believe in you? If everybody on your team literally is like, yeah, you're a backup quarterback playing starter, you're just lucky we couldn't find somebody else.
yeah.
How well are you going to play?
The Raiders don't exactly put Derek Carr in the best situation.
I'm not saying that's Derek Carr's fault. I mean, that Raiders organization's been a mess. It's been a mess the last couple of years.
It's really funny.
It's really been a mess since Al Davis died.
A trivia question that for this next week, so if you come to BB's, you'll get it right, is what coach did
Write this down real quick.
what coach did Tampa Bay trade for
John Gruden.
in 2002? They traded away 4 draft picks and like $8 million
Imagine.
for John Gruden,
It's
who
one of
beat
your options,
the Raiders.
Jay Gruden. You need to be one of your answers, Jay Gruden. So, the people who are kind of casual football, but they don't actually know, vote for the wrong one.
Yeah, put Jay Gruden in there, please.
So let's pick from Jay or John.
They're like, well, I guess I narrowed it down to these
almost
two.
Do Jay Gruden, John Gruden, shoot,
John Madden.
John Madden, and who's the Colts coach? He was the coach for Tampa.
John Fox?
No,
Chuck Pagano?
Tony Dungy?
Tony Dungy. Do Tony
There you
Dungy,
go.
because then it would be like, wait, he was on the team, but like, did they trade for him? Fuck.
Do all John names.
John Stamos.
John Stamos, John Gruden, John Madden, John Travolta.
But I'm on Team Derek Carr in this situation. I think
too. I've always been a fan of Derek Carr. I think if he goes to a team where a team actually believes in him and sets up an offense that can make it work, because like, let's not forget, Derek Carr at one point was in conversation for MVP.
Yeah.
And
Derek
then,
Carr has more MVP votes than Russell Wilson.
true.
Derek Carr is going to go to the Detroit Lions, my favorite prediction.
Hey, I wouldn't be upset with that. Would not be
And
upset.
Matt Stafford's going to the Raiders. Flippy flop.
Oh,
No,
man.
the
But
Raiders
then I
are going to
couldn't
start
like
Nathan
Matt.
Peterman.
I like Stafford. We can't be having
John
Stafford go to the
Gruden
Raiders.
loves Nathan Peterman.
I hate that.
I don't know why.
I think if he loves him
I
so
think-
much, put him in.
I actually read
Yeah.
that. I think John Gruden let Nathan Peterman live with him for a while.
Yeah,
Fuck. Dude. Yeah, you know what? If Nathan Peterman's so good, put him in there and see what happens. And one!
And LeBron is down. Oh,
That's-
Nah, he's
down.
fine. He's
That's
just
not an and one.
King,
Uh,
King just needs a rest.
We talked about Jared Stidham kind of already.
You can't get fouled for being
so we'll skip
breathed
that.
on.
You want to talk about the Monday night game?
Well, the other Monday night game?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
other
we
Monday
might
night
as
game.
well. Tunyon,
Tunyon.
new best tight end in the league. I don't know what you're saying.
Maybe
right?
that is
Rodgers
the
went
one.
27 without his top two receivers went 27 to 33 for over 304 touchdowns.
Talk about Walmart shoppers as
Yeah.
wide receivers on
Randy
the
Bagleton
team.
from Canada, Darius Shepard, an undrafted free agent, and Malik Taylor, who was an undrafted free agent 2 years ago by the Packers.
Ben, now's your chance.
Right now, here we go.
Just-
Uh,
We'll support you being an NFL player
Yeah.
since you
Oh.
quit up on your contract when you got drafted first overall 2 years in a row.
You're right. Aaron Jones didn't play that much because he had cramps, but Jamal Williams played good.
He did. He played
Tunyon
very
played
well.
great and played some Mercedes Lewis, which Tunyon had a chance to not make the team. And I really was happy when I saw Tunyon made the team. So I've always liked Tunyon. He had a good touchdown catch last year against Detroit.
It's against Detroit.
Zadarius Smith had 5 hits, 3 sacks against Matt Ryan. Aaron Rodgers stood upright the whole game and was laughing, having fun.
Until that one when he went down and
Yeah, that was more of him tripping though. Than
yeah, and then he said he was more embarrassed than hurt. And I'm
Yeah,
like, oh well, that says
he's
that.
fine.
I just love the attitude Aaron Rodgers has right now.
Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers is having fun right now, and that's not good for the rest of the league.
No, it is not at all.
And a lot of our harder opponents are not looking to be as difficult this year. So
Yeah,
like the Saints and the Vikings and the Eagles and even the Titans. And,
I don't know. I have the Packers going to the championship or to the Super Bowl. I mean,
it could be a rematch of Super Bowl I. Kansas City Packers.
I don't want Kansas City. No, as long as the Packers win, I guess.
Buffalo, Green Bay. Buffalo gets their first Super Bowl.
Oh, I'd love that even more.
Okay, I would love it if Buffalo won the Super Bowl.
But
Josh Allen fumbles the. What would be the game-winning touchdown?
Josh Allen fumbles it, but it gets picked up by Devin Singletary. Runs it in for a touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers throws an interception like he never
At
does.
the goal line.
Oh, a pick six.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers
well,
only has 2
see,
career pick sixes.
That could happen,
no,
though. Because
his third
Tre'Davious
one
White,
against the
Jordan
Bills.
Boyer, and freaking Micah Hyde. Micah Hyde.
Mike Hyde used to be a Packer.
Insider information.
Oh,
Jerry Alexander played phenomenally. He's the highest graded corner for the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, Jair
So-
shot
Shut
good.
down Calvin Ridley.
So John Brown has a good game.
Jerry Alexander played great. Kevin King was messed up on Julio in the first half. He did good against Julio, which I was
Buffalo
very worried
goes
about.
undefeated.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you lost me there.
Everybody's playing good. Our
Yeah.
line's playing good. Aaron Rodgers is playing good.
Don't
Aaron Jones is
don't
playing
Packers also have the least amount of sacks in the NFL too?
Yes.
Least sacks given?
good. I think Aaron Rodgers has only actually been sacked once. I think one was one actual sack.
yeah, he is the highest graded player overall according to PFF.
Pro
Yeah.
Football.
PFS.
Packers have scored 152 points over 4 games without a single turnover. Aaron Rodgers has no turnover-worthy plays according to PFF. The only quarterback to not have a turnover-worthy play.
That's amazing. If you listen
Ron, shut your
to
mouth. That's your dad.
Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays on the Pat McAfee
Did you see
show,
what he said this morning?
yeah, I loved
He
it.
said his down years are most quarterbacks' career
Career
years.
highs, yeah.
Which, I mean, where's the lie?
So if you listen to that, he's doing great,
hate
and he's
Aaron
just
Rodgers.
gonna even do better and better. I used to hate Aaron Rodgers. I watched the Pat McAfee show on
I don't-
draft night with Aaron Rodgers.
I
Aaron
don't care how
completely
close.
switched me around.
Wait a
I
minute,
don't-
so he was with Aaron Rodgers on draft night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh!
And then Aaron, like 2 picks before Aaron Rodgers got off like the live feed,
No!
and then
No!
Pat McAfee wouldn't call him back because he wasn't gonna put Rodgers in that decision. And I think that's why Rodgers is on
Pat McAfee show.
the Pat McAfee show
Because
every Tuesday.
you respected him enough to not be like, yo, Aaron, what
But
the
he's
heck?
also great friends with AJ Hawk.
Yeah, and AJ Hawkins was a one-time Packer.
And AJ Hawk is, I think he's still the all-time leader in sacks there summer.
I think actually Clay Matthews is now, but
Mm.
he
But,
was for a long time.
AJ Hawk's on the show for the 3rd hour every day, and I think that's also part of it. But
Come on, Mia.
very hyped up for Aaron Rodgers.
I'm liking the NFL season so far. Undefeated in fantasy, Packers are undefeated.
You're going down this week.
I probably will.
Ooh.
Going down.
Oh, that was crispy.
It's my only quarterbacks on bye, so but yeah.
I'm gonna take the dub Noah's going to be a number 1 still. I'm going to beat the number 1.
Wait, you don't have
overall.
the same record as Noah?
I do, but Noah
Let's score more points.
has scored more points.
Oh yeah, you're
by
kind
a
of lower on
long
the
shot.
points scored.
I think I'm the second lowest on points.
So, I kind of want to just change the tides of things and somehow have Sweeney beat Noah. Because then, if I win this week against Quentin, which is also a long shot, I will be number 1. Or I won't be number 1, but I would be number 2.
I'm low-key pushing for an Ethan victory. Like a shitty victory, but a victory.
Yeah.
So he just shuts up. I can't handle it anymore. Just can't. If it's not the Vikings he's complaining about, it's fantasy football.
See, the problem
this is the guy that
is
said he was going
Ethan
to
loves...
and then regretted it a day later.
Yeah,
Probably was drunk.
Probably.
that could be. I didn't think of that.
No, I don't think he was, because I was at work when he said, because I was like, shoot, I got to make a trade now. So I went to the back of the store and tried to make a trade.
All of his trades are getting vetoed anyways. It's okay.
True.
We got a veto army, not letting the number 1 team get the best players in the league, not letting number 2
They're
get
going
the
to have
best
Devontae Adams and
players.
Julio Jones on my bench.
Yeah, do not like that at all.
Yeah, I don't want Ben to just get handed a playoff, like a win.
I want to win that trophy.
Like,
I don't want to just hand it to Ben.
I especially don't want Ben to win the trophy because he bought it, and it just makes more. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'll sabotage Ben in the championship. If he's not playing against me, I'll just accidentally, delete his team.
I also bought and made the toilet trophy.
Yeah. See,
so we want you to get last.
I'm at a really hard spot. There's like next to no way I could win the toilet, and there's a very slim chance I could win the actual trophy.
I'm in the same boat as you at the moment. I still hold hope because I am the reigning defending champion, and I have hope that something good will happen and something bad will happen to Ben's team throughout the season.
I hope not.
Not Aaron Rodgers, somebody else.
See,
but
Ben's going to finally get Julio traded. Then Julio's going to get traded to New England and go off. And Ben's going to have whoever he trades Julio for get injured.
The only person I'm trading Julio for is Devontae Adams, straight up.
that's fair. Might as well go week 5. Give our predictions.
Yeah.
Thursday night's going to be another not very great game.
This is our last one not on TV, right?
Yeah.
'Cause week 6 will be on Fox for Thursday.
Yeah.
That's why they're getting good.
Yeah, that's fair. Tampa
Conspiracy theory.
at
I
Chicago.
don't think it's even conspiracy theory. I guarantee
No,
they
it's
did that.
the way they did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Because also, if you look at Monday Night Football, bangers all season long.
Oh, yeah.
But I think Tampa gets the victory here pretty easily.
Yeah.
Mitch Trubisky, if he doesn't start the game, he comes in the second half because Nick Foles is not better than Mitch Trubisky right now. He's not worse, but he's not better. And I think they're just very flip-floppy as a team right now. And so I have it 38-22 with Tom Brady looking great.
I have a closer game and Tom Brady not looking good. I think Tom Brady, on a short week in Chicago, I think the Bears defense is going to show up a little bit. They're going to pick off Tom Brady at least once, if not twice.
That's fair.
But Tom Brady will win. But
All right.
And the Browns are going to blow a lead. It's going to be 21-17 Tampa Bay.
It does seem to be a Browns trend this year as well.
Alright.
Well, I guess not blow a lead, but
All right. Tampa gets the win. Defense might make some big plays. I'm more worried about Chicago's offense side of the ball. I think Tampa's defense has been looking pretty good.
Oh, yeah. We did good defense.
Yeah, so I will give Tampa the edge here. I have it kind of a blowout, 34-17 Tampa, but I mean I could see it being closer than that. Short week for Tampa, but I mean I just don't trust Nick Foles to win a football game.
That's fair enough.
Bears are going to score 1 touchdown. It's going to be a pick 6, but they're still going to lose 26-13.
Hey, how about this? We got a Sunday night game. We got a NFC Classic. Vikings,
Yeah.
Seahawks. A lot of recent history here.
they always have great endings.
Great ending.
They all honestly, Seattle, Minnesota has played in prime time a lot of the last few years, and they've always been like fun games.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
This game is not going to be as fun.
It's going to be fun if you're a Seahawks fan.
It's going to be fun if you're Russell Wilson.
Yeah, that's true. Russell Wilson is going to solidify why he deserves MVP again. like he does every week. But this week,
Yeah.
he'll look especially
Russell
great.
Wilson might outscore Sweeney's team in fantasy points.
Very
Should have put up
easily.
60 points last week. It's so funny.
I know. I'm like, come on. To be fair, that's what happens when you leave halfway through the draft.
That is true.
It's nobody's fault but our own.
Yeah, I didn't think the draft would take this long after 15 minutes.
Yeah, Seattle at Minnesota.
57-24 Seattle. Seattle's going to let some garbage time touchdowns happen. Hate to see it, but probably going to be one of those down cook at least.
Seattle has one of the worst defenses in the league, and so that's why I'm allowing Minnesota to have 24 points.
I don't think...
But Seattle also has one of the best offenses in the league, which is why I have it being 48-24. They're just going to, double the Minnesota Vikings score.
I also have a Seattle victory, 45-18.
All right.
Brett Hundley's going to come out. Well, they're going to at fourth quarter. Russ Wilson's going to sit down. Brett Hundley's going to come out. He's going to be awful, but
Hey,
he's
he
going
gets
to
to play. If you get to play,
He
you
gets
get
to
to play.
Minnesota, Dalvin Cook, we're going to get another rushing touchdown because he gets all their touchdowns.
Mhm.
I feel.
Well, who else is
feel
going
like
to get
he's-
him? Kirk?
Justin Jefferson, who is
But
the greatest,
with
probably rookie of
Kirk
the year right
Cousins
now.
throwing to him?
Offensively.
Doubt it.
He's still looking fucking amazing.
He's the number one receiver in Pro Football Focus. He's pretty damn good. Is my turn for predictions?
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay, so here's the thing. Seattle's not a good football team, but they have the NFL MVP at this given moment in time.
Yes.
Minnesota's offensive personnel is good. They got weapons. Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook is looking good. Kyle Rudolph is whatever, but they have a 2 tight end set they can run. And Kirk Cousins is top 10 in the NFL in Pro Football Focus amongst quarterbacks.
Which baffles me.
Somehow.
Which it seems
So it's
weird.
fact check.
But I also don't feel like Gary Kubiak and Mike Zimmer trust Kirk Cousins enough. But here's my thing: Seattle's defense is bad. They can't get a pass rush. I don't trust their secondary entirely. So Minnesota's going to put up some points. I think they'll make. I think they're for a few quarters. Minnesota it'll be nerve-wracking for Minnesota or for Seattle. But in the end, I think Seattle gets the win, 41-30, because Russell Wilson will also carve up that really bad Minnesota secondary.
What?
Really bad. DK Metcalf is going to have a heyday.
Yeah, talk
Bold
about
prediction: DK Metcalf has 3 touchdown passes.
not
Or
that
catches.
not even bold. I
Not
wouldn't
bold, but
say.
that's my prediction. DK Metcalf, 3 touchdown
I would
passes.
not be surprised.
If you have DK in your fantasy league, start him. Start him this week.
I know if I had him, I would definitely start him.
I have to play against him.
DK Metcalf gonna go off.
All right, the next game. I think the next game could be a good game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a really fun game.
We split. People pick Chargers. People pick Saints.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's Chargers at Saints. If you didn't just hear me 3 seconds ago,
No fans though.
no fans.
No fans.
Makes a big difference.
It does. In New Orleans, it absolutely does. Tell that to Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know if you guys watched the Falcons Packers game. Aaron Rodgers got a free play, and he literally shouted.
Yeah. Buddy. Hard count.
He
Yeah. Hard
shouted.
count.
He shouted hard count, and then got him on a hard count.
What the fuck?
He's
It's
like
amazing.
hard count.
Amazing.
Aaron Rodgers is having so much fun this year, and that is dangerous for the rest of the NFL.
Aaron Rodgers has had, I think, a touchdown pass in every game off of free play.
We don't get to watch Aaron Rodgers this week.
We don't.
Sad.
No, he'll be back. All of our players are getting healthy. We're
Oh,
back
God.
at it in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, no, Packers are the best team in the NFC. I will say that. Last year I was down on them because they played a lot of close games against some bad teams. Oh, don't make this Duncan. There we go.
Duncan.
Aaron
Jimmy, thank you, Jimmy.
Jimmy Steele.
Aaron Rodgers only has 6 incompletions with
Oh, good pass.
no receivers.
Jerry.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was, in soccer terms, brilliant.
Brilliant!
LA
I've been watching
at
a lot of soccer.
New Orleans.
awesome.
Not MLS
Yeah,
stuff.
so
I don't
back to
know.
what we're talking about.
Grabbing
the
Chargers and
Royals.
Saints. I do have the Saints still edging us out. I think they're getting a couple plays back. I think Marshawn Lattimore's going to be 100%. I think Malcolm Jenkins is coming back. I think they'll just edge out Justin Herbert, but Justin Herbert's going to look good in this game. I can tell you that right now. But I think the more experienced Saints team is going to win. I have 28-21. It's going to be a close game, though.
Ben, you and I have very similar scores.
Yeah.
I have 27-20 New Orleans. It's more experienced team against a rookie quarterback. Now, will Justin Herbert throw for like 2 or 3 touchdown passes?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, probably. Saints defense, which I thought was going to be really good heading into the year, is not looking like such right now. Drew Brees, I think, will have some issues with this Chargers defense because Drew Brees has not been looking good this year.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is I think that New Orleans just has the more experienced team. I think Drew Brees played well last week, and I think that'll be enough for him to just maybe get something going.
So here's an interesting.
And I think Herbert will have another kind of turnover, rookie mistake thing that'll decide the game.
So interesting Drew Brees stat. A lot of people were giving Drew Brees crap because he was the league leader in his yards per reception was like under 4.
Sure, yeah.
Which
Bad.
it was worse than the league. Everybody's like, "Oh, is Drew Brees playing bad?" Over the last 5 years, he's been last 3 times, and he was been 31st twice. He just has not been throwing the ball down the field.
He never threw. I don't know where it came from that Drew Brees throws 80 yards.
He used to.
Because
2010.
He hasn't in forever.
That's 10 years ago, yeah.
One win away, baby. 1 win away. Lakers are going to win this game. They're up 191.
Hey, remember a couple of minutes ago when y'all were like, "Oh, he's gonna win." I'm like, "Nah, Lakers gonna win."
Nope, one more.
Oh,
win.
get out of here! That was deleted a long time ago. Not even part of it.
What? That was literally like 20 minutes ago.
And that was when Anthony Davis was going
That was
out.
an amazing shot.
No, that was before. Anthony Davis was still playing when you guys all said that.
Well, he didn't actually go out. It looked like he was going to go out.
That was like first quarter. When
There we go.
when
See, that's the LeBron
when
I
we
want to
said
see.
it.
That's the LeBron I want to see. Show some emotion. You're 1 win away from solidifying your greatness. LeBron.
I don't care. This game would be different with the Dragon.
Not all that different.
Not really all that.
Be different.
I got the Chargers winning this one. I think Justin Herbert's going to have a victory
I
here.
think it could happen.
Because I don't believe that the Saints are what they should have been. And I think the Chargers are on an upswing. They're looking better and better.
2 defensive touchdowns are going to decide this game for me. And it's going to be a pick from Drew Brees and a fumble from Drew Brees.
Really?
Drew Brees is going to get his ass on the ground very consistently with LA's front 7. Like I just see it. It'll slow Kamara down. He might not have Mike Thomas still. He might come back, but it's looking like maybe not. So that's why I have the Chargers winning with a last-second field goal, 27-24. This is making me sad.
I think that's everybody played a game, right? Yeah.
Yep. Next game.
What is the next game?
Panthers Falcons.
I thought this is an NFC South showdown.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought it was
excited
gonna be
for it.
interesting.
Davis threw it out of bounds.
Anyway, I think it's going to be a close game. I think the Falcons have been shaky. They should be getting some players back. I know they've been out without A.J. Terrell, the top corner, due to COVID. I think he should be ready for this game. I still think the Panthers are just going to edge them out. It's going to be not the greatest game in the world, I don't think. I think it's going to be a game you kind of just watch. But 28-21 Panthers.
I also have the Panthers winning here, 32-21. Panthers offense been looking good, and I think this is the game where Dan Quinn loses his job, because last year, remember about this time last year, Dan Quinn fired everybody except for himself from the team. This year, they're looking even worse.
I think Dan Quinn is not
So I
going to
think-
hold his job after this year.
I think Dan Quinn is fired after this game.
Yeah.
God,
I think it'll last longer in the year just because of COVID and all that stuff. But he's not going to be their coach next year.
it's so crazy. This man was literally a quarter away from being a Super Bowl winning head coach, and
Yeah.
he's going to be 0.
Well, and also if you look at it, the Falcons should be a good team. They play like a good team, just
Bold prediction:
aren't
the
coached
Falcons
like it.
coach next year, Mike Zimmer.
Ooh.
defense.
Vikings are looking very good. Mike Zimmer might be on the hot seat. If they
And
keep
the
not
Vikings
very
are
good.
going to sign the women's basketball coach out of UConn.
Nope, it's gonna be Bill Ryan.
Gino Ariella.
I mean, I'd like that kind of actually.
It's gonna be Bill O'Brien.
Billy O'Stooge. Well, what do you guys got?
Panthers Falcons.
Oh, I forgot.
20. I have 31-28 Carolina.
Close game.
Because you know what? Carolina has more momentum than the Falcons right now. Falcons are just a mess. Yeah, I can't really give a logical explanation for why Carolina will win. I just think they're now running the ball well, even without McCaffrey. Atlanta's defense is last in the NFL. So Carolina's going to put up some points. Carolina